Thank you so much for joining me, guys. So today is going to be story time. Okay. So I'm going to tell you about 10 things, 10 aspects of life here which may appear new, extremely new to you as an international nurse when you come here in the United States. And if this is something you would like to hear more about, please stay around. I'm coming back shortly.
Damu yake na sadaka na tegemea daima, yote chini yakiisha, Mwokozi atanitosha. Damu yake na sadaka na tegemea daima, yote chini yakiisha, Mwokozi atanitosha.
10 new things that you will find strange and surprising when you come here in the United States to work as a new nurse. Alright, number 1 is daylight savings. Okay, so as an international nurse in the home country where you are working, or any other person, any immigrant, in the home you are working, in the home you live now, in the home country of your origin, sunset is usually at 7. Sunset is usually at 7 p.m. and I mean around 6:30 a.m. is sunrise, and we are used to that from the time we were children. However, when you cross over to the United States, there are seasons when you are going to be surprised. Like at this time I am driving, guys, and even though it shows like it is just sunset, you can see it, you can still recognize the person coming from the other side, but this is 9 p.m. in the night. It's 9 o'clock, guys, in the night. In my home country by now it would be so dark. However, guys, during winter, for example, you will see the sun for very few days. It reaches a time when it is 5 p.m. and it's already sunset, and you are like, oh God, you will feel depressed and you are like, this is so strange. And also regarding daylight savings, here, guys, there is a day whereby you will be on your shift. There is a day whereby you will be on your shift, and then they say, today we are going to skip 1 hour ahead. So you are so happy, you are doing your shift, you see it is 3 a.m. and you are like, oh, I'm remaining with a few hours, and all of a sudden it goes back to 2 a.m. However, there is also another day during the year whereby at that 3 a.m. time jumps forward to 4 a.m. So there is a possibility of at one day during the year you working more than 12 hours in a shift, and another time working less than 12 hours. So that is called daytime savings, because all of a sudden the sun starts coming back early, or it starts coming, all of a sudden the sun starts rising early, or it starts setting early. Okay. Yeah, that is it. Surprise number 2 that you will get when you come to the United States is probably may not be a surprise, but to me it was a surprise, is the life of tips. Okay, guys, so here in the US there are some professions, some jobs people do that are considered low earning jobs. For example, people who do deliveries. So when you order food from, say, McDonald's or KFC, you will be prompted, you will be asked, how much money do you want to give to the person doing the delivery as a tip? So you will be asked, maybe you will have an option maybe to give $2, $3, $5 and above. Okay, so it's a culture here. Once somebody in a low earning profession does some work for you, you have to pay them the due and then give them a tip as well. It's how things are done here. Okay, so next time when your Uber driver takes you somewhere, even though you have already paid in the app, make sure that you give them some $20. Another issue that I want to talk about that looks very strange, that's not how things are done in my home country, the way deliveries are done. So once you order something from, say, Amazon, you've ordered a large 38-inch TV, and Amazon is going to deliver it to your home address. Once they bring it, they will put it on your door, and then they will go. Okay, so you will be on your shift working the 12 hours, and once you come back, you will find that item on your door. I'm wondering, guys, these guys have super integrity. Kudos, Americans. Nobody will touch it. Well, not everywhere, guys. In some places, I have heard that in some places, somebody may come and touch your delivery. However, that is very rare. Very rare. However, guys from Nairobi, guys from Kampala, imagine somebody coming and dropping your 38-inch TV on your door, and you are somewhere very far. 12 hours pass and you come back and find it on your door. Are you guys sure you're gonna find it? I'm not so sure. The other shock, or the other interesting thing you're gonna find here is that once you start driving here, you realize you drive on the right side of the road. So that may take you some time to adjust, but it's easy. With time you will get it. Yeah, definitely anything new comes with a challenge. You come from a country where driving is done on the left side. Here you're gonna keep right. Shock number 5 is self-checkout. So guys, you're gonna earn your money and then go to a store to buy yourself some good things. Okay, so when you reach there and you have your cart full, it's not a must that you go to the person, to the employee of that place to check you out. You can just go and scan those items, scan each of those items and put them in your cart and go home without contacting anybody. So for example, you have bought some food stuff, you have bought a dress, you have bought a watch. Once you go to the counter, just scan them yourself and go home. Or if you have gone to a petrol station, which we call a gas station here, nobody's gonna come and give you the fuel. It's you to put your card in the machine, let it dispense the fuel, do the self-checkout and go home. Okay, that's something very nice, but it also shows that Americans have integrity, and once you come here, just get absorbed in and do the way they do things here. Okay. Hey, this is very important. Now here I'm not smiling because this is very important. So I'm going to talk about credit score. So guys, in the United States, credit is very important. Borrowing is considered good here in America. In that everything drives. Credit score is the driver of everything. For example, you will not get a loan if you don't have a good credit score. You will not get a house mortgage if you don't have a good credit score. You will not get a car loan. In other words, even renting, some landlords want that before you enter their apartments, they first look at your credit score. Once you open a bank account, you'll be given 2 cards. One is a credit card, one is a debit card. So the credit card is used for borrow. It has money, okay? It has money which doesn't belong to you, but which you can use to purchase whatever you want and then pay it later using the money you have toiled. This is money that you have worked for, and this is money that is for borrowing. So the earlier you pay, if you keep paying on time your credit, then you increase your credit score. And once you have a good credit score like 680, 670 and above, then you can easily get a loan. You can easily get anything that you want on credit because you have a high trustworthiness. And there are other things also which work with, like even applying for a job. They may first look for your credit score. I mean, it doesn't happen regularly, but some jobs may require that they first look at your credit score. So guys, when you come here, pay your debts on time. Don't refuse to get debts. Don't say me, I want to be debt free. No, here it doesn't work in America because you have zero credit score and you will not get the things you need, okay? So guys, the other surprising thing that you will find here when you come, especially if you are from a culture that is very conservative or you are a religious person, is this is a diverse community when it comes to sexual orientation. So when you are working, say, at the emergency department, you will receive a patient and you see their name is Mary, but they tell you the pronoun they want to use is he. Do not use any she on him, okay? At that time, if you are the conservative religious person, you will be like, I need some water, guys. The other issue that you are going to find strange because you do not expect it is that not everybody in America speaks English. You will be like, what? Is this true? I thought English is spoken by everybody here. No. For example, when I had just come here, I went to shave and the guys I found there, nobody could speak English. I had to just use sign language. You know, I keep using sign language to show them how I want to be shaved. And yeah, so the languages used here are two. Mostly it's English and Spanish. But I'm surprised that those guys who speak Spanish, especially, many of them don't know English. So maybe it's an opportunity for you when you come here to learn Spanish. Hasta mañana. So guys, the other surprise that you're gonna see is that when you see that the item is labeled, for example, you go for shopping, you see the item is labeled $200. That is not the final amount of money you're going to pay. There is always taxes hidden there. So there are hidden charges known as taxes. So when you buy an item, always ask about the taxes. Otherwise, if you came with $200 on your card and the item is $200 and you are like, oh, I have enough money, you will be surprised at checkout. You will find out that there is additional money you have to pay, known as taxes. So the item is always having extra charges in form of taxes, okay? Surprise number 10 is a good one, and that is the tax refund. Guys, at the end of the year, the government will send, you will need to file your taxes at the end of the year. Show the government how much you've earned during that year. That filing takes place between the month of January and April, and at that time you show the government how much money you earned during the previous year by filling the I-9. I don't know those names, guys, they are weird. The codes of those forms, you fill those forms and then the government sees how much you earned. That's useless. You are not doing anything. You are not caring for anybody. Even we demand you more money and they will say, yes, we taxed you, but we still need 1,000 more money. And then you'll have to pay the government even more money. So what advice do I give you? Come with people, come with responsibilities if you want to get a higher tax refund. Yes! Yes, guys, that was our story today. Did you like my stories? Did you like my stories? Did you like my stories? Thank you so much for being with me. Now, what surprised you the most about America? Put in the comment section below and let's keep our conversation going. Subscribe and let's meet in another video. Bye bye for now.